question, why is it that the most broke people that aren't even making 10 grand a month, okay, why is it that they always have the most ridiculous, arrogant attitudes in their life, in business, in communication? Hey everyone, it's Shaqir, Hussyin, founder of funnels.com. And you see what these awards behind me, they represent $1 million each. These big awards represent $10 million each. It's a lot of money. And if you want to become successful, pay attention to this. Now, I can't promise you and I can't share with you and show you how to become successful in all aspects of your life, because I'm a work in progress for myself. However, when it comes to business, when it comes to building your business online, creating wealth, whether it's through crypto, online businesses, starting them, scaling them, selling them, I know a thing or two. And one of the biggest things I can tell you right now is, and I find this to be very concerning, because it's like, it's still so baffling, right? Let's just say the last 3 conversations I've had out of 10 people. So yesterday I was on the phone call with a guy. He's got one of these awards in the background. He built 3 8-figure companies. He sold 3 of them, he had 3 7-figure exits. The guy was telling me how he's done like $18 million in a year, millions of dollars in profit. Guess what I got from him? Super humble, super chilled, super cool. Today, I've probably got 3-4 people messaging me, talking to me, and they're texting me, okay? Sometimes they're texting me, sometimes I'll have a call with them. And these guys probably don't even have 100 grand in their account, okay? That's the honest, real, die-hard truth and facts. But their attitude is stinky. The way they carry themselves with so much. I literally had a guy today message me saying, yeah, I've been on some of these, training calls, and I haven't learned anything new. And I'm like, man, what a stupid remark. It's like, if you already have that attitude, how on earth are you going to learn something? If you have that attitude, how are you going to execute? How are you going to grow? Right? Literally, someone telling me, hey, I've watched like 5 hours, 10 hours of this content, blah, 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 and there's nothing new here. I haven't got anything to learn. Just tells me how close-minded you are, right? And this goes, if you have this attitude, right? If you have this mindset, okay? If you have this mindset, then, hey, Mikey, can you come and hold this for me? Just like this, please. Okay, if you have this mindset, I can assure you right now, it's costing you tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars in your business, in your life, okay? And I don't usually make videos like this, but let's just call these last 3 interactions I've had. In person, okay, so for example, yesterday I'm in my gym, okay? And sure, this is gonna be a little bit of a run video. I'm in my gym, guy comes up to me and he's like, he's basically, he cleans the place, right? So he's cool, he's like really chill. Like I always say hi to him. I always like treat him with the utmost respect. If I'm having a protein shake, I'll always, I'll say, hey man, look, I always go above and beyond. I know I do, because no one else really talks to him, okay? And whoever the cleaners are, I always make sure. But then yesterday he's like, starts talking to me about e-commerce. He's like, what do you do? I said, I do some online business stuff, man, And he's like, oh, is it like e-commerce? And then he starts telling me about drop shipping. I said, sure, I understand what drop shipping is. I did it many years ago. He's like, yeah, but this is what, before I can even explain to him, he's telling me, okay? He's telling me all sorts of stuff. Then he's like, he's from the roads. And I said, look, I grew up, I didn't have a lot of money. And I'm telling you, like, if you work hard, just start with spending an hour a day watching YouTube videos. Then he tells me about this long-haired guy called Camille who does e-commerce. And I said to him, you know what? That guy's pretty legit. I know a guy, and I was actually talking about you. And I was like, I know a guy. You paid him or did Maulana pay him? Yeah. So I was like, okay, I know a guy who, is very close to me. He makes money, and he followed this guy. He's legit. He's like, yeah, but you know what? As I was learning about drop shipping, there was another YouTube video, and the YouTube video was telling me about, drop shipping is bad, and I should do another business model. And I'm like, okay, before he could hear me explain or share anything, he's talking over me. And I get it. Like, I understand human behavior. especially if you feel unheard, you always want to talk over people. That's why people talk over other people, right? And so I get it. But it's like at the end of the conversation, did he grow? Did he learn anything? Was he smarter? So it's like, do you want to be smart or do you want to be rich? Like, no, like, do you want to be rich or do you want to be heard? Like, what you're trying to say, is it that important? Today I've got two guys messaging me, and it's like, from their communication to me, I'm like, man, don't you get it? This is why you're broke. This is like, you're asking me for a job, you're promising the moon, you're acting like you're such a big shot. And then do you not understand this is why you're broke? You get it? The way you think, the way you talk, this is, if you come up to someone like me, okay, and I'm not saying I'm better than anyone else, I'm just giving you an example. If you come up to me and ask me for advice, then I give you advice. Then you start over talking over me. You don't listen to me. Then you start thinking you know better. Okay, have you made $1 million in your life? No. Have you even made 100 grand in your life? Maybe, maybe not. Most of the time, no. And it's like, it's so frustrating because I'm like, man, I'm like trying to go out my way, to give someone time, to give someone energy, to give someone, some insights that can hopefully help them. And then here they are, they think they know better, or this attitude. And again, when I look for employees, when I look for team members, when I look for star customers and clients, if they come to me and they're like, hey, I'm willing to learn, I'm willing to do the work, they don't have to be smart. Okay, for example, I got a student in front of me, is now my business partner. Okay, you have a level of intelligence, but you're not book smart. Did you go to college? Okay, so you haven't been to college, you haven't been to university. Today you made over $15,000 or 15,000 pounds. 16.2k. 16,200, mashallah. Great job. Okay, now think about it. Every time I tell you, hey, here's something I can share with you, you're all ears, right? It's like I'm talking to you here, you're learning. You're not like on your phone. You're not waiting to disrupt me because you have a smarter idea. Does that make sense? And it's like, if you find yourself like that, I remember this story when I spent time with Ty Lopez many years ago, when he was first becoming, famous and he blew up and whatnot. And in one of the videos, is it in video or in person? Anyway, I got this listen. He said he was at this party, right? And Elon Musk shows up. And he's like, Elon Musk comes up to Ty Lopez, and says to Ty, hey man, like you're the guy on social media, blah, blah, blah. Hey, tell me about Snapchat. Okay, and Ty was like blowing up. And Ty goes, I spent an hour telling him about the trends, how people are reacting, blah, blah, blah. All of this stuff about Snapchat and social media. At the end of the hour, Elon is like, okay, thanks man, I gotta go, and just walks off. And Ty says, at that moment he realized why he's so smart. Because he comes in, looks around the room, finds me, asks me for advice, and then he walks out of the room. Who's the smarter one? The guy that did the talking or the guy that did the listening? The guy that did the listening. Even Mikey knows. Okay? Even Mikey understands that. So when you are getting time from someone who has more results, I'll give you an example. Sometimes I'll take friends and family members to the gym. I go to a high-end gym. I want to give them a good time. Sometimes they'll give me advice, which I'm like, there's no way I'm going to take your advice. Because my trainer, who I pay, who I respect, who has a body that he works 6 to 8 hours a day on his body, okay? That's the guy I need to learn from. Do you understand what I'm saying? When he gives me advice on how I should increase my weights, the exercises that I should do, I do not tell him I know better. I do not tell him that, yeah, you know what, Mike? I heard you, man, but listen, I watched this YouTube video by some 25-year-old kid, and I just shut up. There comes a time where you just have to shut up. This is one of the biggest lessons I can teach you. If you're watching this video, you guys listening around me, just shut up. What's more important? You trying to get a word in or you trying to get rich? You get it? Because if you learn one new thing, okay, when I'm around people, for example, my closest friend, Abdul, okay? When he's talking to me about how he's scaling his business, he's doing over 100 grand a day. Trust me, I'm not trying to give him advice. I've got my freaking notepads out. I'm like, how do I take notes? If I just need one insight that I can take action on. Does that make sense? When I get stuck, like today I just messaged him. I said, hey, how do you hire these media buyers to help you scale? Because I'm struggling right now and I want to, well, I'm waiting for his message to come back. But guess what? I'm not going to, before he answers, I'm not going to go and start complaining to him. I'm not going to say, oh yeah, but blah, 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 but I know this and that. It's like, no, you have to learn to shut up. This is how you get rich, guys. Okay, you want to get rich while you're watching all these YouTube videos. If you like videos like this, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Okay, and I'll tell you this: if you find people around you that are like this, hey, have you read this book about offers? No, I already know everything about offers. Really? Or sales? No, I really know how to close sales. Okay, so why are you not closing 50 grand a day? So. Anyway, my rant is over. This is a rant to you and to me as a reminder, okay? Because the reason and one of the reasons and one of the formulas that I've used in my life to become rich and wealthy in my early 20s, now in my early 30s, is because I've learned to just shut the heck up, right? Hope you enjoyed this video. Said it with love. God bless you.